Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live broadcast where I will give my feedback to your adjusted food outlines. As you may know, my name is Carolina. I'm a medical doctor and lecturer of shoe sewing courses. And today we are here to see your adjusted food outlines, and I will comment on them and give my feedback. I see that few of you are live. I will be very grateful if you wrote me in a comment that you can hear me, you can see me, and that everything is all right. And I will tell just a few words why I'm doing this broadcast today, because it's part of a photo series on ankle boots. The photo series takes place in Facebook group Sewing Barefoot Shoes DIY. So if you haven't seen it, you are invited. You can join the group and see all the photo series. And and usually my feedback is only part of paid online courses. And now today I decided to make it part of this free series, so you have the chance to get feedback or just to see how people adjust their food outlines and to see and hear my comment. Yeah, I see comments here that you can hear me and see me. Thank you very much for that. So I think that we can start now. Um, some of you wrote me that you are very grateful for this opportunity because you are not sure about your food outline, and that's why you have never finished your barefoot shoes, and this is pity. So even if you didn't send me your food outline, it doesn't matter. You can learn from the outlines of the others, and you can just gain more like confidence to go on and finish your barefoot shoes. So I have eight food outlines I will comment on today. So let's have a look at them. So here is the first one. Just for you to know how to outline your food. Yeah, you have to outline it perpendicularly to the paper. And this is the blue or blue-green line, or how would I call the color? Turquoise, maybe. So this is the line of the outline made perpendicularly to the paper, and then you outline also the arch, and you just go as far as you can get with the pen or pencil. This way, when you outline your foot perpendicularly, naturally some extra space here occurs, because the pencil is like 3 or maybe around 3 millimeters far from your foot when you are outlining perpendicularly. So in total, you have around 6 millimeters of extra space in the outline. So maybe I will comment later on adding another extra space, but here on this first foot outline, you see that there is no extra space added. And I put this one first because I like it very much, and I think it's very well understood what a person should do. Because we need like very nice round shapes without any not oblique parts, and we leave 1/3 of the arch here, and the 2/3 we just put away. And also the heel shape is very round, so I take this one as an example how to do it correctly. I will tell a few words about the extra space. Usually, as I said before, just by outlining your foot perpendicularly, there is 6 or 7 millimeters more in reality, so you have some extra space there. And in case you need more, and you know that, for example, you wear barefoot shoes and you need 1 centimeter or even 12 millimeters of extra space, in that case, of course, you can add a few millimeters here in front of your toes. But usually I don't need it, and the majority of my clients and of the people don't need it. So we usually don't add it. Just in the case you know that you need more space, you can add it here. So this is the first outline that I think it's very well done. But now here we have the second foot of the same person. And now just the question is if we can make an average to use just one outline and make just one pattern, and we will use it for both feet, because usually we do that. But when the difference between the feet is bigger, that means the length, the difference in the length is bigger than 5 millimeters, or there is some difference in shape, in width, we can think of making two separate patterns for each foot. But in this case, I think that if we just put one outline on another, we can find an average shape that we could use for both feet. But there are cases when making two separate patterns for each foot is needed. Okay, so because I got both the outlines, so that's why I'm commenting on this, because the shape is a little bit different, but I think it's not that different. So here is the second outline I get, and here you see a banyan, a little bit maybe toes that are a little bit away from their axis. And of course, in this case, making shoes without lasts from the outline of your feet is perfect, because you can really make shoes that will fit you, because they are based on your foot outline. And in this case, of course, we have to count with the widest parts, with the bones, with the joints, and we cannot just like make them smaller. Yeah, we have to count with that and just respect the width of the foot in the joints. As you see here, I think it's very well done. The shape of the toe box is very well done. Now the question I get time to time, if there is no need to add more space next to the big toe. And the question may be and may not be. It depends, because if you want to wear toe separators, for example, your toes will be in different position. In that case, make your outline with the separators, yeah, and just like respect the shape of your foot with the separators. But if you don't want to use the toe separators, the other question is, um, your shape of the foot will change. So I think in the first place, this shape is all right, because usually in this type of shoes, there is extra space next to the big toe. Sometimes with the dominant big toes, we even kept a little bit of the inner width of the big toe, because we know that there occurs an extra space, and sometimes it's too much. But in this case, I would leave it like this, because the extra space that will be here, it's enough, yeah, to let the toes widen a bit. And for example, after a year and a half, it's great to make new outline and new pattern in this case, because the shape of the foot may change. Yeah, if you start wearing barefoot shoes, if you start exercising, walking more barefoot, your toes will naturally widen. And in a year, maybe the shape of shoes you made today is not as accurate, and you will have to make a new pattern for your new pair of shoes. Yeah, so this is maybe something you have to think about. If you want to be really, really sure that your toes have enough space, you can shape the toe box a little bit differently. Like, I'm not sure if you see my cursor, but I hope you can see it. So you make it just a little bit wider here in the inner area. And then you are sure that even in a few years, your shoes will fit you, but be ready for the fact that you will have really quite a lot extra space here in the next to the big toe. So, and this is how what I would change just slightly. I would just round the heel area a bit, and I think it's very well done, this one too. So this is the next outline I got from you, and here you see that there are some problematic points marked, and I really agree with that, because what we are trying to do, of course, uh, we are trying to respect the shape of your food, but also we are trying to make the shape as nice as possible, because it's a shape of your future shoes. Yeah, it has to respect the shape of your feet, but still we want it to look well. Yeah, it's not like it has to look well, but it's better if it looks well. So we are trying to make it as smooth as possible, as oblique as possible, without any like, sharp points. So in this case, I would rounden all the toe area a little bit more. And as you see here, I would add a little bit more space here, because usually with this shape of foot, the toes are a little bit, they are not at their right position. And I think a few millimeters here would be fine. And we will also make smoother these parts. So they are too sharp. It will be little. It will be really hard to work with the pattern, and also with the leather. It's hard to glue it. It's hard to sew it, and it doesn't look very well. So we try to make these parts as smooth as possible. In this case, also the shape of the arch is a little bit extreme, because there is a big difference between the width of the joint, the big toe joint, and the arch. And in this case, it will be very extreme, very hard to glue, very hard to sew. And in this case, I would make the arch cutout smaller. Yeah, I would leave 1/2 here, not 1/3, but even 1/2. Yeah, so I think this one is not bad, but needs to round up a bit, make it smoother, and make the arch less cut out. So this is the next outline I got from you. And this one is very well done. There is just one thing that I would like to comment on, because it looks to me that here is an extra space added in front of the toes, but the space was not added in front of the big toe, and the big toe is the longest toe in this case. Doesn't have to be in all cases, but in this case it's the longest toe. And if you want to add an extra space, you are not okay just with the 6 millimeters that will be there because of the perpendicular outlining. Please add also here in front of the big toe. So I would do it like this. But I like the shape very much. Yeah, it's lovely. So this is the next outline I get from you, and I'm not sure if the photo is made uh, directly. Yeah, I think maybe the shape looks a little bit differently, but I will comment just on the adjusted outline, and I will not comment on the shape of the food, because I'm not sure if the shape is like this, if the photo is straight. Yeah, it's taken in the straight position. I like the heel part. It's very round, nice, but I would add a little bit here, a few millimeters here next to the smaller toes, to make this part more smooth. Here are the very, very wide joints. Yeah, and we just want to make it more round. The toe box more round and have enough space for the toes. So this is the next outline I get from you. And I think this is very well done, and I wouldn't change anything there. Yeah, it's respecting the shape of the food, but it looks good to me. And this is the last one, and I wasn't able to draw here because it was PDF. I couldn't just upload it into my program, but I will comment it just by words here. As you see, this is also a very difficult shape of foot with banyan here. And I have some notes here that the person needs extra space in front of the toes. So of course, if she knows that or he, it's great to add the extra space here. I would add the extra space also in front of the big toe, and I would make the shape maybe a little bit more round. And here is just the question, if he or she will wear toe separators. In that case, yeah, it looks like I had a problem with my internet connection. So but I see that you are still here. So that's great. Thank you very much for that. I will find my presentation and I will try to go on. Hopefully, it will be possible. So yeah, this was the last one. So I was commenting on the shape of the toe box, on the extra space, on the space here to make the toes more straight. I agree that here also the shape of the arch is very extreme because we have a very wide joint area and then a very narrow arch area. So in this case, I would agree with not leaving just one third here, but leaving one half or even a little bit more. The heel is nice round, so I think it's well done. But I would play more with the toe box area. So I hope that the recording will include all my comments here and all your outlines that you have sent me. Let's see.